Hello. A lady was driving her car down the highway going about 50 miles an hour. Suddenly, she was also talking on her cell phone. Suddenly, the truck in front of her stops. She slides into the rear of the truck. That lady was me. It was the first real accident that I've ever had. And I was talking on my cell phone. The phone ended up in the floor. The accident, the truck in front of me suddenly became more important than the telephone. All of us drive where we need to go. All of us have cell phones. We want to be safe on the highways. With all of the accidents and deaths that are occurring with people, when people are distracted with their cellular phone, we should never be using them while driving. Today, we're going to look at the dangers of using your cell phone while driving, how the mental workload interferes with the driver's ability, and see if we can help by becoming a solution to the problem. Even with the dangers, people continue to use their cell phones while driving. To an article, Accident Analysis and Prevention by Walsh, White, Hyde, and Watson in 2008, more people are using their vehicles as mobile offices. So they're making appointments, they're setting things up, they're using their cell phones. Some are talking, some are texting. Some people are even on the internet on their cell phones now. We've all become expert at using our cell phones while we're doing other things. We're always multitasking, we're cooking, using our cell phones. We're eating, talking on our cell phones. We watch TV, texting our friends. So we're really good at multitasking. Robert Rosenberg, who wrote an argument against no-look texting while driving, states there is scientific research showing that texting while driving does result in substantial driver distraction. And we all know what happens when there's driver distractions. Now that we've seen the dangers, we're going to look at how our mental state of mind comes into play with this. There's another study regarding a person's mental workload on a distracted driver. This is according to Accident Analysis and Prevention article, Mobile Use by Torres and Bowling in 2005. Comparisons were made on the effect of mobile phone conversation in a driving stimulation study. So these people weren't actually driving in the study. They were in a simulator that was like they were driving. This study showed that drivers slowed down to compensate for their distraction of being on the phone. They had poor speed control. Their reaction times were slower to stop at stop signs. And signs were missed when they're needing to turn on a certain street. Those signs were missed. Now, with that information, we should all be frightened enough to find a solution to the problem. We, ourselves, all of us are the solution. Just say no. We should commit to refusing to use our cell phones in any way while driving. We can pull over if we need to take a phone call, if we're expecting a phone call. You need to encourage your friends and family members to refrain from using their cellular phones while they're driving, especially teenagers. Teenagers are inexperienced drivers. They're going to have enough problems without the distractions of the cell phone. Another thing that we can do is support Oklahoma state laws. Writing our congressmen, our representatives, for them to enact laws making it illegal. Right now, it's not illegal to be on your cell phone, but you can get a ticket for driving. If you're in an accident, then it's considered inattentive driving. Using cell phones while driving is dangerous. The studies show us how the mental workload affects a person's ability to drive. So again, just say no. With all of the accidents and deaths that are occurring when people are distracted with their cellular phones, we should never be using them while driving for talking, texting, anything. I brought in some commitment forms. I want you guys to sign the forms. Take them home to your families, have them sign them to commit that you will be a part of the solution and no cellular phones while you're driving. Thank you.